from Kieran, and he's too lucky. It's the sweep away.
Proton.
From Kieran, and he's pretty lucky.
Again,
picks out a fielder.
I think that's a could only see the mullet.
होमको इन्टरनेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ।
Vikram Singh to continue. There's one in there. There's certainly a possibility of a second. O'Dowd coming quickly. There's the throw. Direct hit might have caused problems. And the touch, think that was close. He was just so close to rattling the sticks there.
I'll just have a look here. That ball fired in. I think he might have been safe home, though. They're very, very, very quick. Those twos, as I said, in the last over, they just add up. And all of a sudden, they've got 3 or 4 twos in an over, and then the boundary comes, and all of a sudden, it's a very expensive over. Although it has to be said, Max O'Dowd, he's one of the best fielders on this Dutch side, and he head in and hurled that ball in.
It's currently at long on. There might be a change of glove required.
Well, getting a new pair.
It's always the best time to ask the equipment manager for a new glove is when you're batting, because he can't argue with you.
Hold on to your hats. I think this could be entertaining.
Second, just a little push shot. 8 balls bowled, 7 runs conceded. It's pretty tidy.
They're doing so well at the moment, Nepal, but you just always suspect there's going to be, well, maybe at least 3 twists in this before we reach a conclusion, and who knows what that conclusion would be. 67 of 46, definitely gettable with 6 wickets in hand.
So what I need you to do is write down what those 3 twists are going to be and pop them in an envelope, and then at the end of the game we could check.
Oh, look, there might be 5, but what I do know is just how steadfast their captain is, Podol. Just the way he's come out there and played such a good hand. He's got some support now out there now from Taguna.
Singing again. Take the single. Nepal's international records 99 matches at this level coming into today. They've won 56, they've lost 40. There's been 3 no results along the way. These 2 teams have met 13 times. The Netherlands have the edge 7-5 so far.
I think a lot of people will look at the results that these 2 teams have had, or the performances they've put up in World Cups.
Well, that you will not find in any textbook. I think I know what he was trying to do, but that's not quite the way to execute it.
Yeah, degree of difficulty 3.3. Tried to just help it on its way. Couldn't connect. But yes, the Dutch, of course, and the success that they've had both at the T20 and at the ODI World Cups. But for Nepal, I think everyone remembers when they pushed South Africa so close in the United States.
There's a little clip they'll have to go. And good bowling from Vikram Singh puts the pressure back on Nepal, who after 13 overs, 87 for 4, chase.
Proton EMA 7. Intelligence that electrifies.
के तपाईलाई थाहा छ मेरो व्यस्त सोशल लाइफ र प्रोडक्टिभिटीलाई म कसरी मेन्टेन गर्छु? मलाई चाहिन्छ रिलायबल र सही कनेक्सन। डिश होमको इन्टरनेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ।
हरेक निर्माणको धड्कन United Cements.
There's been some brilliant bowling from the Dutch, really restricting, and that's why Nepal, when they got ahead of the Dutch, haven't been able to get themselves really to accelerate, and the Dutch have fought back well here.
Well, Durham, he has been the ace in the pack.
The shout was there. I'm not sure they were convinced by it.
I think there was bat involved, and that's why he wasn't interested. But straight away,
he's gone. Bowled. The wickets are burst, and that's another terrific wicket for Daniel Durham.
My goodness, 3 for 3 is Durham, and it has been a day out from him, and he has just pulled things back again for the Netherlands. He has been outstanding. It seems so innocuous, but he does get the revs on it, and that ball skips through. It's the second time he's played the stumps. What a day he is having. The pendulum swings again.
The gunner's out for 15, and now Singh gets the call in at 7.
पिउने पानी भण्डारणको लागि सबैभन्दा उपयुक्त स्टेनलेस स्टील वाटर ट्याङ्क पञ्चकन्या एसएस ट्याङ्क 10 वर्षदेखि गुणस्तरीय सेवामा समर्पित.
Really gives it a real rip.
3 for 3 is outstanding. He will take the run, and off the mark is Rupesh.
Good work there, Danny. Good work there, Danny. Boy. Love the work there, Danny.
Design the perfect voice for your brand with 11 Labs.
And they need to find a way to start scoring at a quicker rate. Nepal almost chops on, and he knows it too. He's hunting a fourth wicket.
Rupesh Singh almost fell third ball there. Durham to end the over, just a little clip. Backwards of square, but it will just be a single. Well, when you're economical, you're one thing. When you're taking wickets, that's another. 90 for 5 after 14.
सर्वोत्तम सिमेन्ट सर्वोत्तम मजबुती प्राइम बिलेटबाट बनेको हरेक निर्माणको मेरुदण्ड पञ्चकन्या स्टिल. यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनुहोला. यति कार्पेटको शहंशाह.
DHI Happier Home today छ है.
Panchakanya Bathware, luxury made affordable.
अब होटल बुकिङ पनि यही सेवाबाटै.
Well, it's interesting. It feels like forever since there's been a boundary. It has only been a couple of overs.
Well, it certainly wasn't one in Doran's last over. So the first time he's taken more than 2 wickets. It's his best bowling performance so far in a T20 international. What a time for him to come and do it with those qualifiers on the horizon. It could be a real asset for Netherlands.
Just one boundary in the last 50 balls. It's not going to win you too many matches. That just works its way through. Again, not a shot of a player has been playing an awful lot. Just 3 now for Singh.
Yeah, the run rate required is now heading up towards 2 a ball.
Yeah, 10.6 and over is what's required. They're scoring currently just about 6.5. There's the attempted bouncer. And then it comes.
Yeah, so the pressure certainly rising on Nepal, but they still have plenty of power. Remember, Karen Casey still to come out to bat.
Again, just a single. They're going to have to start to put the foot on the accelerator. It's kind of jammed on the brake at the moment.
Well, Podell is out there and he is well and truly set. I mean, going at a fine rate as well. He just needs someone to go with him.
Podell, 28, 23 balls. Hortel, the opener, top scored so far on 34. Singing again. There's the big shot. It's going to find its way to be just stopped. That's excellent. Lancashi, I think it is out there. And the fielding from the Dutch has been terrific.
Outstanding stuff from Lancashi. It was beautifully played in the end, just flayed away. And that ball should have been 4. Just managed to bat it back in. Great work from the young man.
Moving round from long off to almost deep extra cover there. Good tracking. Sing in again. It's in the air, but Max O'Dowd will be straight there to gather. Scoring off each ball isn't the problem. Finding the boundary is the issue.
Yeah, they just need that one release ball, but Vikramjit Singh hasn't given it to them. He's had his plan set, and he's actually been pretty accurate in bowling to his field. Not been anything particularly loose.
Besh Singh on strike. There's a fine singles collection when it's time to up the ante here. It's going to be another single.
Oh, again, that should not be a single, but this is what they do. Terrific running, but they need the boundaries. 15 gone, 97 for 5.
Proton EMA 7. Intelligence that electrifies.
Panchakanya bathware, luxury made affordable.
Grab a Mountain Dew. QR code scan gari. Yamaha FZ V3 जितने मौका पाउनुहोस्. Right with thrill, Mountain Dew. Servo.
Over number 16 to come. But just have a look at the 31 of 25 balls, but just not finding the boundaries too often.
I had that glorious 6 early on. And, a lot of those runs scored when during that expensive over from Fletcher, who has been brought back into the attack now. Struggled massively with his line early on. Good opportunity for him to come back now. He's bowling around the wicket.
Around the wicket, immediately dispatched. That's good fielding work by Noah Cross. Gets that back in. And Cross can come back for the second.
So maybe the change in angle before, he was bowling over the wicket and trying to push the ball across the batters, across the right-handed batters, and that's where he was getting himself into all sorts of trouble. So he was just pushing it too far each time. So the change in angle might help.
He comes again. Again, slashed away. Crows won't be able to get there. He's patrolling that side all on his own. And after almost 60 balls without a boundary, the rope is found. $100 up.
Crowd is up as well. Flayed away at that one. Again, he was given width outside the off stump.
Over, but it's almost up. Required 11 and over. This is going to be close.
If they just get one big over all of a sudden, it changes the equation very quickly.
Fletcher in, digs in, just guided away. And fine leg. We'll pop it in.
Saying before, just feel for Fletcher coming in on debut. Just if he can get out of this one, keep it a bit tighter.
Bounced in, absolutely hammered. It's just what you called for if you're Nepalese. A 6 thrashed away through the leg side, over deep mid wicket, and out the brownie it goes.
Well, if you're going to bowl short, it's got to be the right kind of short. And unfortunately for Fletcher, this was the wrong side. There's angling, the ball came angling in, and just not quick enough to trouble Rupesh Singh.
14 off the over, it's clocked up to 15. Crows does well, nice tidy throw back in, but that's expensive from a Dutch perspective. It started well for Ben Fletcher, struggling a little bit now. 112 for 5 after.
सर्वोत्तम सिमेन्ट, सर्वोत्तम मजबूती.
DHI happier home. छुट्टै छ है.
त्यो तेरो सुँगुरे थुतुनी नचलाइ खाने एक डब्बाको चाड हाल्न त्यहाँ.
बिहान बिहान कुकुरले गु खाएको छैन होला तिमीलाई चाड.
धनपुर रेटोल.
के तपाईलाई थाहा छ मेरो व्यस्त सोशल लाइफ र प्रोडक्टिभिटीलाई म कसरी मेन्टेन गर्छु? मलाई चाहिन्छ रिलायबल र सही कनेक्सन. डिश होमको इन्टरनेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ.
For 5 now. Singh on strike for 19, Padel 132, and that is where we've got to. It is almost dead level.
Yeah, that last over, you see how quickly it changes things. Zach Lyon Cachet is back.
When the graphic showed it was tight, the Dutch, after their 16th over, 113, Nepal 112. I'm now trying to think, is it lucky to kill a spider? I was trying to move it off my notes, and I've managed to flatten it by mistake, so...
Oh, I don't know who that was lucky for or an omen for.
I wasn't lucky for the spider, I can tell you that. Zach Lyon Cachet comes in. That's in the air. There's a chance here. There's 2 going for it. The keeper will take it. And he's held it. That's wonderful take.
Well, it was almost a collision. It was almost a calamity. Michael Levitt and Scott Edwards were herring towards each other. In the end, the skipper said it was mine, but goodness, if they'd clashed, I would hate to have seen the result. But the main thing as far as the Netherlands are concerned is it is the wicket of Singh. Here we go. He was trying to pull it to the leg side. Massive top edge. Look at that. Was almost synchronized diving in the end, but very fortunate. They were both looking up at the ball. That could have been... Well, we've seen some horrible clashes in the past. In the end, it was very, very fortunate indeed.
मासु त के हड्डी पनि छैन अब त त्यो बन झाँक्रीको हड्डीमा झोल हाले मात्रै हो
धनपुर रेटोल
Panchakanya bathwear, luxury made affordable.
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनुहोला। यति कार्पेट, कार्पेटको शहंशाह। प्राइम बिलेटबाट बनेको हरेक निर्माणको मेरुदण्ड पञ्चकन्या स्टिल।
Partnership. Karen Casey. Well, if he explodes, this is definitely on this game.
Almost 12 and over required. Tightly into the body, moves through. Always worth to have a goal. Just check the overthrows. That was close again.
Well, Podol wanted the extra run. He was ready to go, but Karen Casey, because he'd have to put the afterburners on to get himself down the other end, he couldn't turn the afterburners off quick enough. Exactly 2 runs a ball required now. Lion Cachet has played a really good hand here in bringing this back.
Opens up, gets the connection. Come for one, but there is only a single in that. Oh, beautifully bowled. Well, that's terrific from Zak Lankashi. It swings back the way of the Netherlands, just conceded a couple of runs in and over, took a wicket. It's 114 for 6, 39 to win.
Proton EMA 7. Intelligence that electrifies.
Panchakanya bathwear, luxury made affordable.
के तपाईलाई थाहा छ मेरो व्यस्त सोशल लाइफ र प्रोडक्टिभिटीलाई म कसरी मेन्टेन गर्छु? मलाई चाहिन्छ रिलायबल र सही कनेक्सन। डिश होमको इन्टरनेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ।
Will get his 4th and final over. He's been the man today.
Well, that is beautifully bowled first up. Best bowling figures today so far. 3 for 6. The figures that you dream of. And the first ball up is right in the block hole.
And then again, they've gone for it. That's lofted. And that's in the schoolyard.
Oh, well, it almost took out some kids who were out there doing athletics training. That's how far it went. Now, Durham, he'd been so tight, that spoiled his figures a little bit. But it was an enormous strike from Podol. He's not waiting for Karen Casey to take the mantle. The skipper wants to do it himself.
He'd lost 6 runs in 19 balls, and all of a sudden, the 20th equals that and doubles the tally. Beautifully hit. And the ball has been returned.
Well, looked like they were getting ready to do some hurdles practice over there. They'll have to watch out wherever they're doing their athletics training.
But now top scorer in the innings goes again. It's a little bit shorter. And they'll have to settle for the single.
This is a brilliant captain's knock from Podol to about 40 from 30 balls. There is a look at the bowling figures. Very, very tight he has, even with that 6. The timing of the wickets that he took as well.
Casey on strike. And that's all he wanted to do, was try and hand it back. That was a direct hit, but he was in.
Just so quick. Like I said, they sometimes manage to draw teams into chaos. It's nice work by Scott Edwards, but...
You've been to Nepal? Does anybody ever miss a bus when they run for it?
I tell you, they are unbelievably fast. They really are.
Tournament.
It's well bowled. Really pushed that ball right to the edge of the zone there.
Last ball of the over. What an afternoon it's been for him. And he finishes with a dot ball as well. That's impressive. He has been the star man for the Dutch. 122 for 6.
धरहरा भैरवा अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय विमानस्थल, संसद भवन, वीर अस्पताल र सीआईटी भवन जस्ता महत्त्वपूर्ण आधार स्तम्भ तथा भवनहरूको निर्माणलाई बलियो आधार दिँदै आएको सर्वोत्तम सिमेन्ट।
Grab a Mountain Dew, QR code scan गरी Yamaha FZ V3 जित्ने मौका पाउनुहोस्। Ride with thrill, Mountain.
Well, this is set up. The Netherlands really have just pushed and pushed and pushed the ball down. The run rate currently at 6.8. The requirement is 15.5. It is time for some big hitting. And Vikram Singh will come in for his final over from the Kirkcaldy Road end here at Tickwood in Glasgow. That is launched up. It's high. It's close to the rope. It's gone. Max Howard looked up in the same sky that I was looking up into, just shrugged his shoulders. You called it.
Oh, don't go anywhere. Karen Casey, he is in the middle and he's going to take a liking to Singh. He's certainly going to try to put him away.
Around 28 for 6, chasing 153. That's in the air, that's catchable. And he's gone. Well, it wasn't the cleanest of catches, but after the fabulous 6, he then went for it again, edged it out, and he's gone.
Well, you just never, ever know. Michael Levitt did well in the end. The previous one had gone for 6. He was going again, but he's just top-edged. That one, just really good work. I love Michael Levitt's enthusiasm. He does nothing by half. Had to make some ground. He's not the tallest. He doesn't have the longest of legs, but look at that. Managed to get there, getting underneath it. The Dutch know exactly what that means.
Oh, it's a big, big wicket. He is such a danger. He can hammer the ball.
मासु त के हड्डी पनि छैन अब त त्यो बनझाक्रीको हड्डीमा झोल हाले मात्रै हो
धनपुरे टोल धरहरा भैरवा अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय विमानस्थल, संसद भवन, वीर अस्पताल र सीआईटी भवन जस्ता महत्त्वपूर्ण आधार स्तम्भ तथा भवनहरूको निर्माणलाई बलियो आधार दिँदै आएको सर्वोत्तम सिमेन्ट।
Singh bowls, thrashed up. It's a long off. It's an easy take. Put it out.
Well, Amajani doing his job there. He's got his captain on strike now. And these next 3 balls are crucial. Can Rohit get Singh away? If he does, oh, believe you me, they will fancy this. Might look like a really daunting task at the moment.
Singh to Padel on 40, top scored for the innings. Thrashes that up in there. He's found a gap. It's going to bounce its way to 4.
Extraordinary shot. He had to reach so far for that one. Somehow managed to get his hands underneath it. How did he end up playing that? Oh, I said it is not over. Extraordinary. He helicoptered it in the end. That is an incredible stroke from Nepal's captain.
Shaklan Kashi Is it long off to get extra cover just in between those positions? He might be busy. That one's thrashed up in the air as well and finds its way to the boundary for 4.
Hey, lucky I bought my defibrillator because they're doing it again. You just can never write them off, especially when their captain's at the crease. This has been outstanding stuff from Poodle.
Well, nobody got past 50 yesterday. Nobody has done it today just yet. But Ryan Padel is on. Looking for it, trying to come across, but there's man Davis Cross. He gets the catch. That is a brilliant wicket. High in the air, and Noah Cross came racing in, shouted off Max O'Dowd, and the wicket goes. Padel is out for 48.
Well, there is the twist, and Vikramjit Singh ends up with 2 wickets, but the big one, Rohit Poodle, he had to go. In the end, that is brilliant work by Crows. He has been outstanding in the outfield.
मासुमा झोलाला भात खाऊ मासु त के हड्डी पनि छैन अब त त्यो बन झाँक्रीको हड्डीमा झोल हाले मात्रै हो
धनपुरे टोल
के तपाईलाई थाहा छ मेरो व्यस्त सोशल लाइफ र प्रोडक्टिभिटीलाई म कसरी मेन्टेन गर्छु मलाई चाहिन्छ रिलायबल र सही कनेक्सन डिश होमको इन्टरनेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ
हरेक निर्माणको धड्कन युनाइटेड सिमेन्ट्स
बलमा
Proton EMAS 7 Intelligence that electrifies.
Panchakanya bathware, luxury made affordable.
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनु होला यति कार्पेट कार्पेटको शहंशाह प्राइम बिलेटबाट बनेको हरेक निर्माणको मेरुदण्ड
नमस्कार हामी कास्की जिल्लाको पोखरा महानगरपालिका वडा नम्बर 25 को हेम्जा स्थित झिझिरकामा आइपुगेका छौं जहाँ माया कुमारी गुरुङको 30 रोपनी क्षेत्रफलमा बहुउद्देश्य कृषि कर्म भएको छ यहाँ वनस्पति बालीनाली त्यसैगरी बोट बिरुवादेखि लिएर जनावरहरुसम्म भनेको बाख्रादेखि लिएर भैँसीसम्म पाल्नु भएको छ हामी यो फार्म हाउसमा हामी डुलाउँछौं तपाईहरुलाई पनि के प्रेरणा मिल्छ दिने प्रयत्न गर्दछौं सबभन्दा सुरुमा त यो कुराकानी जुरेको छ प्रतिभा नक्षत्रका परिकल्पनाकार त्यो कि राजेन्द्र खसजीले माया दिदी खासमा उहाँको नाम मीना दिदी हो तर अब माया मिडल नेम भएकाले प्यार गरेर प्रेम गरेर भन्ने भएका कारणले उहाँ लामो समय बेलायत पनि बस्नुभयो ब्रुनाई पनि बस्नुभयो हङकङ पनि बस्नुभयो जापान बस्नुभयो अमेरिका बस्नुभयो तर नेपाल प्यारो भयो त्यसैले हामी सागर राज तिमेल सिन्हा कुशल छायाकार पोखराकै पत्रकार मित्र त्यस्तै देवी हुमागाई सहित हामी यो फार्म हाउसमा आइपुगेका छौं दिजु दर्शन हजुर
ए नमस्कार
अब डुलौं न त डुलाउँ
ल आउनुस् न तपाईहरुलाई के कुरा इन्ट्रेस्ट लाग्छ
यो मलाई अलि नौलो फल लाग्यो
ए यो चाहिँ लहरे आँप हो हैन अब इंग्लिशमा चाहिँ प्यासन फ्रुट भन्दो रहेछ अब हाम्रो यहाँ नेपालमा चाहिँ अलिकति नचिनेर होला विदेशतिर चाहिँ यसको धेरै महत्व रहेछ यो हाम्रो एशियन भेराइटी हो यो एशियन भेराइटी चाहिँ अलि सानो हुन्छ पाक्दा पर्पल हुन्छ गुलियो अमिलो अनि यसको चाहिँ बास्ना एकदम मिठो आउँछ यसको हामीसँग दुईटा भेराइटी छ एउटा युरोपियन भेराइटी छ
तपाई त्यत्रा अघि मैले भने तपाईको श्रीमान बेलायतमै हुनुहुन्छ छोरा छोरी ज्वाइँ सबै उतै छन् तपाई चाहिँ यहाँ स्थायी रूपमा 8 वर्षदेखि र करिब यो परिकल्पना त 16 वर्ष अगाडि गर्यो कुन प्रेरणाले तपाईलाई यसमा लाग्न अभिप्रेरित गर्यो
यो यस्तो अब कसरी भन्ने है अब लामो समय बाहिर बसेँ अनि लामो समय बाहिर बसेँ अहिले अट्यास लाग्यो जस्तो नि भयो अनि अब खास मैले अब मेरो भित्री चाहना चाहिँ अब हामी परिवार सबै सँगै बसौँ सँगै अब सबै कुराहरू सँगसँगै गरौँ भन्ने खालको थियो तर त्यो भएन नभएपछि अनि त्यहाँबाट फेरि अब लामो समय बाहिर बसेपछि अब अलिकति विदेशीहरूको व्यवहारहरू भयो होइन उनीहरूको भनाइहरू यताउता हुने अब त्योहरूले पनि भयो अनि अर्को कुरा चाहिँ होइन मेन चाहिँ म आफूले आफूलाई चिन्न खोज्दै थिएँ के होइन अब म त लाउरेनी भएँ
तपाईँ मार्फत हामी यो फार्म हाउस पनि चिनौँ भनेर
हजुर
जुलाउनु न त कता
यताबाट छ अब म आफैलाई चिन्ने प्रयत्न भनौँ न
हजुर
ममा कतिको क्षमता छ छ अब कतिको सहन शक्ति छ मेरो सिप ज्ञानहरू चाहिँ कस्तो होला के गर्न सकुम्ला पहिला त अब लाउरेनी भइहाल्यो होइन श्रीमानको नामबाट छोरछोरीको नामबाट मात्रै चिनिन्थे अहिले चाहिँ म आफ्नै नामबाट चिनिने प्रयत्न स्वरूप भन्नु पर्यो
कति बाख्रा पाल्नु भएको छ
बाख्रा यहाँ सरदर 100वटा जति छ यो यिनीहरू चाहिँ सधैँ अब त्यो फिडिङ गर्ने भएर त्यो मलाई देखेर सब मेरो पछि पछि आउँछ यो सानन जातको बाख्रा हो
हजुर
अनि मैले चाहिँ के भनेको भन्दाखेरि अब हाम्रो अहिले नेपालको सन्दर्भमा चाहिँ जे कुरा गरे नि अलि मोनो खालको छ के अब पहिला हाम्रो प्र्याक्टिस अलिकति इन्टिग्रेटेडै थियो एकीकृत थियो अहिले चाहिँ मोनो जस्तो भइरहेको छ अनि त्यहाँबाट मैले चाहिँ के भन्न खोजेको भने अब बाख्रा भन्ने बित्तिकै अब हाम्रो विचारमा बाख्रा भनेको मासुको लागि मात्र भन्ने हुन्छ नि होइन अनि मैले चाहिँ यो बाख्राबाट मासु मात्रै होइन यो बाख्राबाट चाहिँ हामीले अरू अरू फाइदा पनि लिन सकिन्छ भनेर
हजुर
त्यो देखाउनको लागि पनि हो यो
भनेको यसको चाहिँ मूल रूपमा चीज उत्पादन
यो चाहिँ हामी यो बाख्रा यो अब सबै दुन्छौँ
हजुर
अनि दुहेर यसको अब यो बाख्राको दुधबाट चिज बनाउँछौँ बाख्राको जुत्तोबाट हामी एउटा धुलो मल बनाउँछौँ एउटा गड्याउला मल बनाउँछौँ त्यो भएपछि हाम्रो फर्मको लागि हामीले बाहिरबाट कुनै केमिकल फर्टिलाइजरहरू किन्नु परेन अनि अब सबै अब यहीँबाट सबै कुरा चाहिँ एउटै लाइनबाट भयो भनौँ न
अनि भैँसी गाई पाल्नु भएको चाहिँ आफ्नै
यो गाई चाहिँ हामी पाल्दैनौँ गाई मलाई अलि अप्ठ्यारो लाग्छ यो बाछा मारिदिने हो यो चाहिँ साह्रो नराम्रो लाग्छ मलाई अनि त्यही भएर बाछी पाए त ठिकै हो अब बाछा पाए चाहिँ मारिदिने खालको त्यो खालको यो यहाँको प्र्याक्टिस रहेछ त्यसले गर्दा मलाई चाहिँ गाई पाल्न मन पर्दैन
अनि भैँसी चाहिँ यो जुत्तोको लागि
तपाईहरु अब त यिनीहरु त सब लाइन लाएर आउँछ है निर्जला